This is Nicholas Dieteren's car, and 3 different drivers in it this weekend at different points, and takes our Silver Arrow celebration into action as 131 comes up next. Now 131 in your programs is static on my list. Nick Mason was going to drive car 28, a similar of the Union Type D, but we're delighted that he's in one of them anyway. 2 Type Ds here, 1 on display, 1 running, maybe 2 running. Nick Mason left a massive impression when he drove one of these big cars in the wet a couple of years ago, and he's been a regular in the cockpit ever since. Can't keep him out.
Yep, if you're invited back to drive such a priceless machine, you know you did a good job first time round. The Pink Floyd drummer makes his way round the first 2 corners on the hill in front of Goodwood House. Avid car collector and historic racer of some repute in this wonderful pre-war machine.
We've got a hold at the moment, but first of the Mercedes-Benz coming up now. This is the W154. Sitting the wave on now. David Coulthard himself. A car that he will share with Jenson Button, World Championship leader, over the weekend. David, a regular in these Mercedes-Benz Classic Centre cars over the years.
Now, of course, a top pundit on the BBC's coverage of Formula 1. Great to have DC back at Goodwood. He won 12 of his 13 Grand Prix with Mercedes power, of course.
196 has not Sterling Moss, but Chris Goodwin in it this morning. W196 Mercedes 9054. The distinctive wide mouth. Back to the earlier cars, 25 is the lofty figure of Tony Dron in the Type 25. Of course, these cars numbered to suit their model designations always at Goodwood.
David Coulthard still on your screens then, making his final ascent of the course in his first run in W154. As Marcus says, we'll see Jenson Button out in this car on Sunday. He's not allowed to run his current Brawn GP 001 car, in which he leads the World Championship, because the regulations do not permit it. Other F1 stars will be out in year-old cars, of course. Brawn doesn't have a year-old car to run.
The W125 Mercedes-Benz now with Jochen Mass in the cockpit.
Glorious sound of that 5.6 litre supercharged 8-cylinder engine in this car, built for the 750 kilogram regulations that were in place in period. Hundreds of thousands of man hours and specially fabricated parts too. Oh, we've got David Coulthard has stopped out on the hill. If you're near a big screen, you'll be able to see that. No, my mistake. He hasn't stopped on the hill. He's actually made it all the way up. It's a tricky camera angle there. He's there in the queue, and hopefully Bruce Jones will be able to catch a word with David. Jochen Mass threads the W125 past the flint wall. He's a great supporter of the Festival of Speed, former Grand Prix winner and Le Mans winner, Jochen Mass.
That's the 1958 Van Wall way, and I reckon it's Rob Hall driving it rather than George Scott, who'll be in it over the weekend as well, so we're told. We go from front engine.